Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the North Node conjunct the Midheaven in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, the North Node is connected with our soul's purpose, our mission, the qualities we generally will emphasize or accentuate in the second half of our lives, generally after the age of 30, and we look at the midheaven. It's connected with the career, livelihood, status recognition, notoriety. It can be, we could look at it as perhaps the dominant parent. And anyway, people, first thing, I think an obvious conclusion one can come to with this is that when we look at this conjunction, it really integrates strongly, I guess you could say, the qualities that we seek to develop in the latter part of our lives generally, and what our career aspirations and ambitions are. And it shows somebody that can strive very hard to work on those qualities and develop them strongly toward career-related matters. So at least one person had asked me previously, I think it was, I'm not sure if they said the 10th house or the conjunction, but even so, if it's the conjunction, it doesn't necessarily give any guarantee or assurance of great notoriety or career success. This could be somebody that really strives for this and is striving for some kind of notoriety and recognition and having and being known to people, but it doesn't, it doesn't guarantee it, because if that were true, then if everyone had this, and let's say you had used, I'm just throw this out there, say you used an 8-degree orb for the North Node with the Midheaven, that would be every like 16, and like every 360 people, there's 360 degrees in a chart wheel, and when you have an 8-degree orb, you're going 8 degrees in both directions, from the 9th house and from the 10th house for a conjunction. So that's obviously 16 out of every 360, or whatever that comes to. That really is, we know that many people aren't famous. But another thing we look at is that these people that have this might take on an inordinate amount of responsibility, and they may be able to handle this and contend with this kind of responsibility, but still this could be a person that becomes very fixated, very strongly, maybe a little bit too strongly interested as far as their career matters go, and just to be careful not to let it dominate or become all-consuming, trying to attain their career aims. Now, obviously, you might have a little variance if the conjunction with the North Node to the MC takes place from the 9th house. You'll have a little bit more energy, maybe connected with traveling, long journeys, higher education, and that might play a little bit more role in terms of what this person does as far as their career matters go. They might still, if it's the conjunction is from the 9th, the person might still, obviously still going to have very strong interest in as far as their career matters and striving for notoriety, recognition. It still may be true, but with the 9th house there might be a little bit more traveling that's involved, and the person might use a little bit more higher education, collegiate activity, college level education, in order to attain maybe greater success in their career. And obviously, if the conjunction's from the 10th house, this further emphasizes the need to develop those qualities in conjunction with their career endeavors. So, and the one thing is that the danger with this conjunction, I think, one is that it is the thinking that maybe, well, I have this aspect and everything's going to be okay. This is very fortuitous for career endeavors, so on and so forth, when you still have to make the actions necessary and one obviously doesn't become famous just for having a certain element or certain aspect in a horoscope. You still have to do things connected with it. If this person works hard and strives to persist in effort with their career, then the chances are greater for some kind of success in the career. And even if not really like world-renowned famous, there could be greater chance maybe of having some kind of public acclaim, or at least what I'm saying is local, some kind of local fame in their own, some recognition in their own community at least, possibly. So that does increase those chances. And obviously the placement of the midheaven will make some difference, because it'll show more of the career interest perhaps. Obviously somebody with Aquarius midheaven, for example, might pursue something more connected with computers, electronics, innovation, inventing, something even with esoteric subject, even something like astrology. And we look at, for example, and if somebody has it in Taurus, obviously, you might see something that might be connected with the arts, or even possibly, could be connected with acting, something with painting, drawing, even somebody just doing some kind of just hard, physical, some kind of thing that would involve more physically hard, laborious work, and something maybe connected with money, such as stockbroker or banking, one of those professions. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the North Node conjunct the midheaven in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the North Node sextile or trine the midheaven in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.